Wisdom. Empowerment. Urban Family Talk.
We've got some clips that we want you to listen to. I would like to dedicate these clips to Quinn.
Okay.
Just because Quinn called in. And so I just want, because, you know, I think sometimes you have questions, you want to know exactly how Lecrae would describe maybe his new projects and even how he would describe himself. So he was asked when he was on Sway in the morning, he was asked about Anomaly and what exactly it is that is meant by Anomaly.
Anomaly, what does that mean?
Anomaly, it's a deviation from the norm. It's when you are, you know, not the standard, or you're not following suit. You know, you decide to take a different route. You don't quite fit in. It's Neo in the Matrix. It's like, wait a minute, you're not part of the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the concept of my album. And I wanted to just, you know, because I don't quite fit in anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm not Kirk Franklin. I'm not 2 Chainz. So you know, who is this dude and where does he belong? And and it's just an anomaly. You haven't seen, you know, a lot of that. And so I embrace that. I walk in it, and that's me.
Actually, we have seen it. I don't know if you know our friend Quinn. We actually have seen it before. Yeah.
It's not nothing's new under
it's
the
not
sun.
new. That's not original.
Right.
But I think there is the belief that if I keep saying it, that it actually makes it true. It doesn't actually.
In your mind, it does.
You can't create a truth. You know what I'm saying? It has to be true or it's not. That's not original. And nobody ever thought you were Kirk Franklin. I feel like that's disingenuous. Like no one ever thought you were Kirk Franklin.
You know,
there is a genre of music for this. It's called Christian rap.
Yeah.
There is a genre for
he don't
it.
want to be a part of that though.
But you see, but what I'm saying is you don't get to create a middle ground. So it's Christian rap or it's secular hip hop.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Those categories already exist.
He's an anomaly. He's creating his own lane.
I can't do it. Anyway,
whatever.
The interview continues on where you know, Lecrae says that, you know, we're coming for his edges. Those of us who think because he doesn't want to say Christian rapper that he's somehow embarrassed about his Christian faith. And he wants to set the record straight. And Sway is appalled and angry at us because we keep trying to hold him. No, do we not?
Yes, we do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just getting clarification.
Yeah. Lecrae and Sway 3.
Yeah.
Roll it.
And a lot of people think that you know, because I don't like the title Christian rapper, that I'm somehow ashamed of my faith. And I'm not. I have no qualms about being ashamed of what I believe in or embarrassed to say Jesus and none of that type of stuff. But I don't like music to be categorized. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my faith is my faith, but music is music, and you know, I want everybody to hear it. So not just Christians. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, much love to you, respect.
You can't win from losing, man. Because you don't want to say Christian rapper, now you're ashamed of your faith.
Oh yeah, man.
But yet your music,
yeah, man,
it's faith
you know,
based.
Everything, yeah. Because that song, you know, all I need is you is just an ode to my lady. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you know, you hold me down. I don't mention God at all, but that's a part of my value system. So you know,
it's kind of like a double entendre. It could play both roles.
It could.
It could play for God or play for your lady, or
it could
find God through your lady.
First of all, Sway, it's you can't win for losing, not win from losing. I just want to tell you that, okay? Second of all, what an unfortunate misspeak on Lecrae's part. I'm going to play the clip again. We won't play it in its entirety. I just want you to hear it again from the beginning. Now, this is a misspeak. This is not what he intended to say, but how unfortunate it is that he said it when he was talking about having qualms about being a Christian. Listen closely to what he says.
And a lot of people think that, you know, because I don't like the title Christian rapper, that I'm somehow ashamed of my faith. And I'm not. I have no qualms about being ashamed of what I believe in or embarrassed.
I have no qualms about being ashamed of what I believe in. He didn't mean to say that, okay? But that's what he said. I just want to say. Yeah. And again, this could all be fixed if you go ahead and talk it out before you air it out. I'm thinking I might say this. How does this sound? Yeah, well, you don't want to say you don't have any qualms about being ashamed or embarrassed about your faith, because that actually says that you're perfectly fine with being embarrassed about your faith.
Right.
That's not what you meant. I understand. But that's what you said. And we're listening. And you know how we are, these critical, judgmental Christians. We caught that. So anyway, fast forward now, the interview continues. He's talking about the standard. You know, these ridiculous, ratchet Christians have this standard that they have created that they want Lecrae to live up to. And he's just him. And so we need to step off, basically. Listen.
I mean, people want you to walk the...
Oh, yeah.
Right?
They want me to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? They want me to fit their mold of what they think, you know, I should look like. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just realizing, man, I got my walk to run. We all running our own race. You got to run your race. You know what I'm saying? So I'm running mine, you run yours. And because at the end of the day, God ain't going to judge you by how I ran my race. You know what I'm saying? He going to deal with you by how you did yours. Right. So, you know, I can't fit everybody's standards. So, you know, I'm not living for other people's, you know, standards. You know what I'm saying? I got a standard I need to live by, and that's it.
Stop. You are not a victim. You are not a victim. Stop it right now. Nobody's asking you to be See, this is what I can't do because then you go to the world and you want to paint us as like these people that have carved out a box and ask you to stand in it so we can do seances around you and claim, come on now. That's not true. Right. That is not true. And I wish you would just be genuine. Nobody's asking you to get in this mold and be who we want you to be. We're asking you to represent Christ unapologetically, kind of like how you started out. Remember 116?
Right.
That's what we're asking.
Right.
And what we're saying is if you don't want to do that, if you're uncomfortable with that box, then you can step out.
Right.
You can completely step out.
Yep.
That makes no sense. It makes me angry to hear people say stuff like that. You're not a victim. And listen, this whole notion, my faith is my faith. What have you been doing this entire time but leading people to Christ because you have this faith and you want it to be their faith? You're saying my faith is my faith. You're no longer an evangelist is what you're saying. So why do you keep telling us you're trying to go reach the culture? If you're trying to reach the culture, but you're saying my faith is my faith, that means you're not trying to win people to Christ. I'm done with you now. No. I'm done. My faith is my faith. You're telling a group of kids that you won favor with, you're telling them it's no longer the 116 you knew. This is my faith. Wow. I'm going to give an account for what I do. You're going to give an account for what you do. Yes, but you have influence.
Right.
And you're
That's
responsible for what you do with that influence.
Right.
I can't keep doing this with you, brother. I can't keep doing this with you.
We have to challenge the church to see this and to respond.
My faith is my faith. It is not.
Right.
I'm done. I'm really done. I'm telling you, the more I listen, the more upset I get.
Setting a standard in Christ. Setting a standard in Christ. Urban Family Talk.